Good morning, everybody, and happy Friday. We are doing another Audrey's Photo Friday. It has been a while, but we've been super busy these last few weeks and things have been changing, so I'm glad to finally come back and do another one of these. We got some really cute pet photos coming up that I'm going to share after this quick look at the forecast. If you've been outside, looked outside, you probably noticed it might be snowing in your area. We are seeing some scattered snow showers across the region right now. I'll talk a little bit about that, but let's go ahead and look at that forecast here. And then afterwards, we're going to look at some pet photos as well. So here's a look outside. This is in Litchfield using our AAA Systems camera. And let me just say, it looks cold out there and also snowy. We got a lot of those snow showers. I'm also seeing a lot of cars with snow and ice probably still on them. Make sure to completely clear your car of snow and ice. It can be pretty dangerous for the cars behind you, and also it can be a little dangerous for you too. If you don't clear it off of the front of your car, it could blow back onto your windshield and you could definitely have an issue seeing on the roads. And also, again, if it's on top of your car, it could blow off of your car, especially if that sun's out, if it's melting a little bit, and it could land on the car behind you. So just be aware of that and make sure to take it slow out there this morning. We're still seeing some very slippery conditions on the roads, still seeing some patches of ice, and on top of that, we do have the snow that's falling, so that's kind of making it even more slippery out there. So please just be careful as you head out this morning. I don't want to hear of any injuries or anything. It's always super scary whenever the roads are slick, so make sure that you're being extra cautious as you head out. If you don't have to head out, then that's even better because you can stay warm inside because it is cold out there. 19 degrees in Greenville, 18 degrees in Madisonville. 23 degrees for a lot of us. Munfordville, Bowling Green, Franklin, 25 in Tompkinsville, and Albany and Burkesville. So again, still a bit cold out there, and you can see those scattered snow showers. They're mostly for those western counties and in the northern counties right now, but they're still making their way down across the region, and they'll continue to do that as we head throughout the rest of your morning. We're going to continue to see those scattered snow showers, but then they're going to become a little bit more sparse. We're going to see a little bit less of those snow showers and a little bit more of those snow flurries as we get into the afternoon and evening, and then into the overnight hours, continuing with the same. We do have mostly cloudy skies sticking around for us, and then as we get into Saturday, still a few of those snow flurries possible. Thankfully, we are not looking at the potential for too much of those snow accumulation. So I'll show that future snow map here in just a bit. We got maybe a little bit more sunshine peeking out as we get into Sunday. Temperatures in the upper 20s. So it's still going to be pretty cold out there through this weekend. In fact, it's going to get pretty cold as we get into Saturday, but you know, what else is new? We've been cold really throughout this past week. But we do have a little bit of an improvement coming up as we get into next week. So super excited to share that. I'll show you by 7-day coming up here in just a bit. But here is a look at that future snowfall map. Again, we're not expecting too much accumulation with this system, maybe around 1/10 of an inch at most. The rest of us, mostly a trace to a dusting across the area. We could see a little bit more of that as we get into tonight, into tomorrow, but definitely not too much. So maybe about 1/4 of an inch for some of us widespread as we move through your Saturday as well. But most of us, again, definitely less than 1/2 an inch across the area. So most of us, again, about 1/10 of an inch as we move through today and tomorrow. We're going to see those drier conditions Sunday and Monday, but Tuesday we do have a chance for rain. And you know what that means? That means temperatures will be warm enough for rain, which I am super excited about. We'll see those temperatures warm up quite a bit as we get into next week. But again, it's cold for today. If you have to head out to walk your pets, bundle up. It looks like Coco Cabana here is definitely bundled up. She's wearing her nice cozy sweater and has her little blanket on. That is just so cute. Thank you so much, Diana, for sending in this picture. It is just so precious. It looks like she got her hair done too. So cute. If you'd like to share any photos with us, please send them to us at wbko.com/weather. Just scroll down. You can find that photo gallery and add a photo that way. Another way to do that is by going to our First Alert Weather app or at wbko.com/photos. So a couple of different ways that you can send in your photos. I share at least one. I try to share one a day. during our pet walk forecast. Sometimes if the weather's too crazy and I got too much to talk about, I won't have too much time for it, but I at least try to share one once a day. So send in your pet photos. However, I cannot share them if you don't have your first and last name as well as your pet's name. So please make sure to send in that information as well. Temperatures are going to get very cold for your Saturday. Highs around 20 degrees, and then it's going to stay pretty cold as we get into Sunday. Highs in the upper 20s. Take a look at next week though. I'm super excited about this. 38 degrees Groundhog Day. Hopefully he will, I don't know if I remember it. Maybe it's if he sees his shadow. If anybody knows this one, send it in here. I'm hoping either one that means that we have a spring coming up here soon. I hope that is the one that we have, because I am sick of this ice on the roads. I'm sure you are too at this point. I do love the snow, but you know, this ice can definitely go. So we're going to see those temperatures warm up to above freezing as we get into next week. Definitely seeing all of that snow and ice definitely melting as we get into next week. Take a look at Tuesday though. 42 degrees. That looks like a nice toasty temperature compared to what we have been seeing. We do have that chance to see rain showers. That's going to be mostly in the later parts of the day. By Wednesday, still around 40 degrees with that chance for maybe a little bit more of that wintry precipitation to mix in, especially in the morning. And as we see those temperatures drop again at night, and it looks like we're going to go back to pretty chilly temperatures by Thursday, highs in the mid 30s. I'm going to zoom in here for just a second. You can see that 7-day forecast here, and then we're going to move on to our photos. So again, if you want to share any photos, we like to get weather photos, we like to get nature photos, pet photos especially. I love the pet photos. Everybody probably knows. You can send them to us. Again, I've already said this, but I'll say it a couple more times just in case you miss it. At wbko.com/photos. That's going to be the fastest route there, or on our First Alert Weather app. At wbko.com/weather too. You can scroll down, find that photo gallery, and add a photo that way. So a couple different ways to do that. Make sure you're sending in those photos with your first name, your last name, as well as your pet's name. If it's a pet photo, if it's a nature or weather photo, outdoor photo, make sure to send in your location where you took it. So if you took a nice sunset picture in Bowling Green, make sure to tell us who you are and where you took that photo in Bowling Green. Beautiful sunset in Bowling Green, something like that. Let's go ahead and look at those photos we got. Again, we got so many photos, so I can't share them all, unfortunately, even though I really want to. If you want to check out more of them that I haven't shared, you can check them out at wbko.com/photos. It'll show you that photo gallery, and you can go through there and check them out. So let's go ahead and take a look. This is Charlie. The caption was, "Charlie loves the cold." Thank you so much, Mike, for sending in this picture. Charlie looks so cute. And what a unique coloring on a dog. Very pretty. The white and then the little brown spots. That's so cute. And it does look like he is enjoying the snow out there, probably more than I have been. But here is Winston the cat. And Winston the cat is so cute. Thank you so much, Madison, for sending in this picture. Looks like Winston is exploring the snow and ice. You can see all of the, I think that's grass or maybe some bushes that are just coated in ice from that winter storm we saw over the weekend. Lots of snow also out there, but it definitely looks pretty icy. I think that's a barbed wire fence, but you probably won't cut yourself touching it now because it is covered in ice. Again, thank you so much, Madison, for sending in this picture. It is absolutely so cute. And now we have this little gang of cats. The caption was, "Snowed in, snacks gone." I thought that was so funny. Thank you so much to Laura for sending this picture in. They are so cute. And this kind of reminds me of my two cats. I have a tuxedo and a brown tabby as well. And I just think they're the most beautiful pair. And these two guys are also definitely a beautiful pair. Maybe one of them's a girl, maybe both are, but they are just so cute. Again, thank you so much to Laura for sending in this picture. These little cats are so cute. And now we have Maggie Pearl. Thank you so much, Cindy, for sending in this picture. Maggie Pearl is wearing, it looks like her little pajamas, and they look a little Christmassy with little bows. So cute. Maggie Pearl is gorgeous. She is just so cute. She's got a lot of fur too. She is precious. Again, thank you so much, Cindy, for sending in this picture. And now we have a baby girl here, and it looks like she is exploring the snow as well. What a beautiful cat. Hopefully she isn't too cold. Thank you so much, Jamie and David, for sending in this picture. It is just so cute. And she looks like she is really interested in what's going on here in all this snow. All right, and now this is Ginger and Sissy. Thank you so much, Lisa, for sending in this picture. Looks like they're also having fun in the snow. Looks pretty cold out there for sure. You got that ground, the snow on the ground, probably ice at this point. Doesn't look like their feet are really going too far in there. And it looks like that tree is just coated in a layer of ice as well. So definitely saw a lot of ice there wherever you are, Lisa. And we have one more picture. This is Zell Blue. Thank you so much, Elizabeth, for sending in this picture. Zell Blue definitely has quite a bit of hair too. I bet she was nice and comfortable out there. Maybe I know a lot of these pets have been having a lot of fun in the snow, and that's always so wonderful to see. But make sure you're also protecting your pets. Don't let them outside for too long. Make sure you're bringing them in when those temperatures get really cold, and just protect their paws. Definitely bundle them up, especially if they're the type of pets who do get cold. If they're maybe a dog with shorter hair, they could definitely get a lot colder faster. So again, make sure you're bundling up and make sure your pets are bundling up as we continue through these cold next few days. All right, that was all of our photos that we got, or not really all of them, but all the photos that I have for today. Hopefully we'll have some more next week. Make sure you're sending them in. Again, tons of ways to do that. You can do that at wbko.com/photos and send them there. Don't forget to add your first and last name as well as your pet's name so we can share that photo. I'm going to go through the forecast one more time and then I'll let you guys go. Let's go ahead and pull that up. I know my face was probably just frozen really strange, but here we go. We got those snow showers still across the area, mostly for those northern counties and also those counties in the western parts of the region. We're going to continue to see that line of snow showers marching right along, right to the southern counties. Excuse me. Now, as we get into the afternoon, into the evening, we'll start to see a little less of those snow showers, a little bit more of snow flurries. So maybe just a couple of snowflakes flying around there as we get through your overnight hours. A couple more of those snow flurries still possible. Can't rule out a couple more for your Saturday as well. So if you do see any of those snow showers or snow flurries, don't be alarmed. We definitely could see a couple more of those for your Saturday, but still not expecting much of an accumulation with these snow showers and snow flurries. By Sunday, we're going to clear out. Temperatures are going to stay cold, though. We're going to stay even colder for Saturday, though. As of right now, still looks like we're just going to see pretty much a dusting of that snow, maybe a little bit of a blanketing of snow, up to around 1/10 of an inch is possible, especially as we get into tonight and tomorrow. See a little bit more of that, maybe 1/4 of an inch really, but most of us, again, not seeing too much of that snow. However, it could still lead to some pretty slippery road conditions, so just be aware of that. Make sure you're taking it slow, especially if that snow is coated over your roads. You probably won't be able to see those patches of ice that we've still been seeing across the area too well. So again, just take it slow out there. Make sure that you're being extra careful. Hopefully as we get into next week, we'll really start to see an improvement and roads will get much better as temperatures start to warm up. Got some rain coming in for your Tuesday. Here's that pet walking forecast with Coco Cabana. And thank you so much to Diana for sending in this picture. She's so cute. Temperature's pretty cold out there this morning, but it's going to be cold all day. So you might want to peek outside and see if you're having a little break from the snow this afternoon before you head out to walk your pets. Make sure to bundle up and bundle up your pets too. Temperatures even colder for your Saturday. Highs around 20 degrees in the upper 20s for your Sunday. And then we've got those temperatures warming up for next week. 38 degrees for your Groundhog Day on Monday. 42 for your Tuesday with the rain showers moving in later in the day, most likely in the late afternoon, evening, overnight hours. And then we could see some winter precipitation mixing in Wednesday morning, then maybe Wednesday in the evening before this rain starts to clear out. 40 degrees for your high on Wednesday, a little colder for Thursday with highs back into the mid 30s. So everybody have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Again, stay safe on the roads and also stay warm.